Hey Dave, so it's been about 2 weeks, and I just wanted to give you an update, kind of where I'm at with this whole project. As you can see, this is just a demo of me talking live with the character, and this is, kind of the quality that all the characters should be able to produce. There's a delay here between me recording, and then also the audio comes in. I think it's like 5 or 7 milliseconds late. So I have to realign in post. Um, I think I can do that in code though to automatically do that. I have to look into that more. Um, but as you can see, well, got some good expressions, and I've rigged it up so that I don't need the Rococo suit to rotate the head joint. So I can actually divide the animation in post between the head completely and the body completely. So by dividing the two, I have the ability to say I have two iPhones. I have an iPhone, my wife has an iPhone, and there's a scene where two people are talking. Instead of recording it twice, the talking, and trying to get the alignment of the timing right, instead, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to record both people at the same time. And uh, basically, one actor, one actor, one iPhone, microphone, sitting at a desk. Probably the same microphone, dual channel, so one person's voice in one channel, other person's voice in the other channel. Um, Bidirectional microphone. And yeah, record them at the same time, get the audio linked up with the mocap face file, um, and then stream in the body separately. So it's 3 takes for every two-person scene. Um, you know, and that's if everything goes smooth. Um, okay, so I'll show you some of the code that I've been working on and the purpose behind it. So I'm gonna exit out of this. Save and get that opening. And in the meantime, I want to show you some other things I've been doing. So I switched over from Blender to Character Creator 3 for creating the base characters. This is the Avery character from the script. All the characters here, I'm going to change out their eyes. So I'm changing out the eye shader, so it'll look quite a bit different than what you see here. It'll look more similar to what I just showed you earlier in the recording of this video. Okay, so it'll look like this, essentially, the eye shader. Same as this kind of guy. Which is, it's not bad. Can increase the light a little if you want to get a better look at them. Okay, I'll show you this in a second. Just want to show you the characters. I've basically roughed out most of the characters, base characters design. So that's Avery, that's one of the spirits, one of the kids from the script, from the church, I believe. This is the preacher, spirit, homeless man, Jack, Fat Jack when he's younger, and homeless Jack, and Jared, who will have a conversation with Fat Jack in the scripts, Maya, newscaster, security guard, baby from the last scene of the scripts, and the father, of the baby in the last scene of the script. And the eye shader is going to get switched out with the better eye shader. The clothing for the character, I still need. Basically, I still have to make the hair for all these characters. That'll take me maybe 2 days to get hair done for all these characters, which is like 19 of them or something. These are all the speaking characters in the script. There may be a few other extra characters for background purpose that I may have to create still. Yeah. So that's not too bad. And then clothing will probably take me up to a week to get clothing that works well on these characters. Um, so I wanted to show you my plans for that real quick. So I have this character. Clothing came from Character Creator 3. It has an issue when it comes in. I could probably fix that issue. Um, Last semester slash this semester, I learned how to do simulations of cloth in Unreal Engine, and it works, but it's not great. Um, the Marvelous Designer solution that I dabbled with in my first semester of the independent study for the thesis project, um, you simulate the clothing outside the program, meaning you do the acting inside the program, and then you export that animation outside the program, and then you line up the clothing to the character, and then you do a simulation. In order to do that properly, your character has to be in the T pose. So I had to write some code that would allow my character to remain in the T pose for a longer period of time. Which I'll show you what I got going on there. Just gotta connect the Rococo source. Okay, I don't have Rococo running, that's why it's not connecting correctly. So I'm just opening up Rococo to live stream some recorded face body data onto this character. Okay, so let's see. This one I had some practice takes, and yeah, this will work. So let's just connect. Okay, so data streaming in. So now if I hit play, the data is streaming in here, which is too dark, so I'll add some lights. I'll just add a few just so you can see what's happening without me having to fix it again. Okay, so you see how the feet are adjusting with the surface? That's something I learned to do a couple weeks ago, but then I ran into some problems with transferring between their characters, so I had to go back and relearn it. But essentially, that feed data is streaming in from a flat recording, and then it's adapting with the character here, which is very handy. So, you know, having that code, but also, so basically, I have this code set up so that if I hit the 1 key, my character's in the T pose. So if I start the recording and I'm in T pose, that means I can line up the character's clothing correctly, easily. And then if I'm to record 2 people at the same time on both of these characters, I've programmed the 2 key so that I only get live facial mocap recording at that time, only from neck up, essentially. And then, both characters like that. Then what I can do is I can play back on the 3 key so now I can play back live data of the suit coming in on the character, and then I can blend it with a recording of talking. So basically I'm feeding in to a blueprint, which I'll show you in a second. I just want to show you what the 4 key does before I leave this. The 4 key allows me to have live talking and suit, and then the 3 is the recorded talking and suit. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the code so you got an idea of what I had to do to get here. I'm not going to do a full tutorial right this minute, but at some point I may go back and do a full tutorial on each of these aspects, because I'm sure there's people that want to know how to do this stuff. Okay, so basically my character has an animation blueprint, which is where you tell, where you drive the animation. So essentially I connected a state machine. So each state I've linked to a button. And so for example, this is just T-pose. So I have an animation of a T-pose. So when I hit the 1 key, that goes in here. When I hit the 2 key, I'm triggering all of this code. And this is just for the face. This is code for the mocap data, and then I had to retarget the mocap data, reassign the naming system, and then I had to activate certain things on different joints and stuff like that. I'll make a full tutorial sometime later. There's a lot going on here. This bit of code I probably don't even need in here. It's related to the lower body, but it's not being activated in here. Well, I guess it technically is, but it's not. I don't know if it's causing any problems. I'll have to do some testing. So that's for the face only. Then I have per bone blending, meaning I'm blending at this bone, the neck 01, and this is the feet, and then this is the head code. So there's a lot going on. And then both of them at the same time is here. Oh, so the 3 key, I just wanted to show you. So this is the body coming in live, but then at the very beginning of this, I upload whatever face animation file that I want to stream in to blend. So basically, after I record the conversation between the two characters, I have to go back out, grab whatever files I want to record the body animation over, and connect that into this blueprint and stream that. Anyway, I'm just giving you an overview, not an in-depth thing. So then, to make all this work, you have to go into, where is it? Okay, blueprints, open level blueprint. And in here I've tried to annotate what different things do, but basically I'm bringing in a reference to my character. Then I'm basically getting the animation instance of that character, so I'm pulling animation data from that character. And then some variables I'm referencing from the other blueprints of the character, this blueprint. Here that I'm affecting and changing. Again, I'll make a in-depth at some point. And I'm setting different keys to different states. And then I've started writing out like how you do this for more keys. If I decide to say I decide to do all of the audio for my character for the whole scene, and say there's like 10 different takes of different kinds of script. And I want to link up all 10 keys on the keyboard to a different line of script or something, and I want to trigger it in exact timing. And I can blend the timing live. And I want to do it to the suit. Technically, I could have someone here at the keyboard flipping between the different lines to get the timing right as I'm acting out the body. So there's different ways of doing this, but I'm trying to set up a system where if I only have one suit, mocap suit, so I can only record one full performance capture at the same time. How to do the least amount of post-production editing. So I'm trying to set the code so I can do a lot of the post-production editing, pre-production, live production. And I'm trying to set the code in a way that I can transfer character to character, and it's mostly transferable. A few things I have to recreate. Um, I'm gonna try to improve that though to make it all transferable if possible, just to save time. Oh, another thing to mention, I have bought this $5 disc light from Walmart. The facial mocap needs a lot of light to run smoothly, so I'm gonna hit the 2 key to get only face animation. And as you can see, my face is well lit up, and the animation's coming in fairly smooth. If I was to hide this puck, the animation would probably get a little jittery, which I'll get a little closer so you can actually see what's going on. But you see the animation's kind of jittery. It's nighttime. Room has a little bit of light, not a ton. It's not dark. It's jittery. So, it runs a bit smoother if you have extra light in your scene. How much light, that's questionable. Anyway, yeah, so updated timeline. I'm hoping by next, say, Friday, to have the hair and most of the clothes done. I probably won't have all the hair and all the clothes for all the characters done. So I'll be starting full-on production on the 12th, probably. And by the 19th, I should be done with maybe the whole project, if everything goes smooth, because 12th through the 14th, I'll be doing all the acting and getting anyone I need to act. And then from the 15th to the 19th is editing audio and visuals and enhancing things. There's some particle effects for the spirits I need to work on, which I'm gonna work on between the 6th and the 11th. Basically any live special effects in Unreal Engine. I'm trying to cut out as much post work as possible, because the whole point of this project isn't just to get this particular script done. It's to create a workflow that I can jump up, act. I can write a script, whatever the script be, jump up, act, have no post work, or very, very little. Because learning the code and I'm having the code do the post work live as much as possible. Anyway, that's enough for this week. And so I'll definitely update you in 2 weeks, but maybe next week, we'll see. It depends on how much I get done. That's worth showing. Yeah. Probably next week I'll just show you what the character's hair and clothes look like a bit.